The Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer dropped and took the world by storm. The frenzy of excitement of learning our new starters and the location and even the legendaries took control of the internet for a good while. We got more than we could handle and the world is still in a frenzy over it all. I, like many other Poketubers, made a video going over the trailers. But in my excitement there is a lot I missed, and the fact that Japan got a totally different trailer than everyone else, so there is a lot more to go over from the legendaries to the starters to the trailer itself. And I'm going to have to break this up into 3 parts, and in this part I will be going over everything in the trailer that is not related to the starters or the legendaries since they will be getting their own videos. In the trailer we were introduced to Kakui, and there's a lot more to Professor than meets the eye. First off, he might not really be the professor. He could just be the real professor's aide. I call him a professor though because of his name. The Kakui is the state tree of Hawaii. It is also known as the candle nut tree that produces large nuts that were burned for a source of light. Fun fact, these trees are not native to Hawaii, as they originated in Polynesia, which makes me think Kakui is not native to the Alola region. But this isn't the only thing we know from Kakui besides him being our cousin. He is also married, as we can see in the screenshot from the Japanese trailer. Kakui has a wedding band on, but who is his wife? It's possible the woman in the yellow flower print sundress could be his wife, but she could also be our mother in the game. So that is still unable to be fully theorized on, since we don't have the full extent of this information yet. But we do know, thanks to the image of the mystery woman, that Meowth is in the game and a possible catchable Pokemon in the Alola region. Another mystery person we have in the trailer is the large man who gives us the Pokemon. He too is a Pokemon professor, I believe, and thanks to the Japanese trailer, we found out his name is Hala. Hala is also a tree in Hawaii, but unlike the Kakui, the Hala is native to Hawaii, which makes me think that Hala is the very first professor of the Alola region, and Kakui could be his protege, who will be taken over once Hala retires. Continuing with mystery characters, we are introduced to one of the rivals of Sun and Moon. For the remainder of this video, and until we know his name, I'm going to call him Greenhair. But I call him one of the rivals because when we see the player character fighting him in our first battle, we see him using a Pokemon weak to the one we choose. And our main rival always has a Pokemon strong against ours. Which leads me to this. Who the hell is this girl? She has a unique sprite and is in a location that makes me think she is an important character and probably the second rival in the game who will have the last starter neither we nor Greenhair has. We only got a split second frame of this mystery girl in both the English and Japanese trailers, but I have a feeling she is something important to the story. And the final thing I want to talk about from this trailer is the image of the quote-unquote region. People believe that this island is the whole region, and I'm going to disprove that right now. As we zoom into the image, we can see that there is at best 3 towns and 1 city on this island. It could even be less since the lower town looks like it could be part of the large city. And in the overview we can clearly make out that there are only 2 Pokécenters on this entire island. And there is one building in the city that stands out as the Pokemon Gym since it has the classic orange-brown roof that all Pokemon gyms used to have until they were changed in black and white. But also in this big city, one last building stands out. The large blue-roofed dock building that has what looks like a ferry docked inside. This is a clear indication that this is not the only island to the Alola region. And the fact that there is only 2 Pokécenters on this island also points to this being a multiple island region. We can also see in the overview there isn't much tall grass in this island. There is some in the beginning and towards the back of the island, and remember this is based off Hawaii, an archipelago. We will most likely be traveling between islands to collect our badges. I may not always be accurate with my theories, but mark my words, this will be the biggest Pokemon game since Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This will be the end of part 1 of the extreme in-depth analysis of the Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer. In the next part I will break down and go over the starter Pokemon and try to break down what they are based off of and any clue to find out what their future evolutions will be. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it around. Follow me on Twitter for updates on anything and everything Pokemon as well as to know when all my videos go live. The link to my Twitter is in the description of every video. And as always, this has been Black Phoenix. Thanks for watching.